Grace and I'm with my dad. We're going to be making jam. We've got blackberries and raspberries, or you can call it mixed berries. And also we've got a pot. We've got jars.
There's some jars in here. I'll tell you why we've got them in the oven a bit later. But they're made up of mustard jars or pesto jars.
Or anything like that.
Yeah, just washed up and cleaned.
So we've got lids for them and we've made sure they fit. And we've got jam sugar. You need 1 kilo of berries and 1 kilo of the jam sugar. So let's get started. First we're going to put the berries into the pot. Like so. Now we have to turn this on.
I'll do that for you.
And the reason we have the jars in there is because we need them warm to put the jam into. So while that's boiling, we're going to take the jars. We wait for it to boil. My dad's now going to turn the oven on. So that's all happening while the jam's boiling. I'm just going to mix like that to make sure they're all set.
Where'd you get the berries from, Grace?
You can just go and pick them, or you can just go and buy them.
And what did you do?
And I went to pick them, and I got stung really bad. And also, when you go and pick them, you may get thorns in you. So the reason we pick them is because it's more fit for you than just going out to the shop and getting them. So
It's getting juicy now.
it's getting really juicy. So
Breaking down.
So we're going to start putting the sugar in.
And shouldn't it break down just a bit more? Yeah, you remember you washed these, didn't you?
Yes, you did wash them, so make sure you have washed them.
Get them mashed down. Get them mashed down.
We need to mash them all down to make sure they're set. It's going well. Nice juicy jam. Yum. And also when you do this and the pot's on, be careful you don't burn yourself when you're mushing them all down.
Best get an adult to help you with, sugar being hot as well.
Yeah.
Just be very, very careful.
And all this steam will flick up when it's boiling, so don't lean over it too far. And also, after you've mashed it, you do need to stir it round a bit.
You can either mash it, or you can have lumpy jam, or you can have
Really smooth jam.
more smooth jam. I'm going to go mad with this. Okay. Sugar in a minute.
We're going to put the sugar in a minute. It's all nice and juicy.
It's juicy.
It's really nice jam. Yum! So you need to make sure they're all nice and stirred and mashed up. So like that. Good. Looking really good. Now we're going to put the sugar in after we've mashed it just a bit more. It's looking really nice. Be careful when you do make this, be careful when you lean over because all the hot steam comes up and it might burn your face.
Bit dramatic, Grace, but okay. You want to get it to the consistency you want before you put in the sugar. Because when you start putting in the sugar, that's where it all starts to stop cooking.
And then whoa.
Steamy.
There's loads of steam, wow. So now after my dad had mashed it, this is what it now looks like. Now we're going to put the sugar in. So it's all nice. This is the sugar.
And you're going to pour and I'll stir.
This is the sugar.
There you go. Jam, sugar, you're looking for added pectin in sugar. Go on. Because some fruits need it. Go on, oh, there you go. Go on. Come on. Keep going.
I am doing it.
Keep going.
Obviously when you do the sugar you need a parent to stir it while you put the sugar in.
You should have a parent with you with any hot sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. Done it yet? There you go. Oh, there's more. Oh, look at that come up. Look at all that. They're done.
That's all the sugar in. So now we're just going to stir it till it's all done.
Make sure it's all in there.
We need to get right to the edges as well. It smells really, really nice. Oh, that is nice actually. This is what it looks like on the spoon. Very runny. That's a berry. It's really, really nice. Oh, it smells really nice too. Obviously when you stir it, use your best hand, and if that hand starts to ache, obviously you can swap and use the other hand.
I think that's in there now. You just need to let it
So
do its thing. Just let it do its thing.
now we're just going to let it do its thing. And we're now going to get the jars out after we stirred it a bit more. So now we're going to get out, after it's set more, we're going to get out a clean plate, put some of the jam onto the plate, and then we're just going to run our finger through it. And if it stays apart, then it's ready, but if it closes up, then it isn't ready. So we're just going to let it set for a bit longer. Here are all the jar lids. They're all really good. And yes, you do need to make sure. So before you start, you need to put all the lids onto the jar so you know which lid goes on which jar.
Well, that's starting to bubble now.
It's starting to bubble now. Look at it bubble. Oh. It's really hot.
It will be very hot. You need to have an
You-
adult
you
with you when you do this.
You do not want to touch that pot. You need to have an adult with you when you do this. Or else you may burn yourself. You need to make sure it's all set.
Set. It's not setting. It's cooking.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, you can stop stirring it. God dear. Look how red that is. That is red.
The reason it's turning red and a bit black is because we're using raspberries and blackberries. And the blackberries are blackish reddish and the raspberries are like reddish pinkish.
Brilliant.
Look at it all bubble. Whoa. It's red and black.
Right, now. And keep focusing on there, Grace. Now. Now this stuff, it's thickening up.
Can you see how it's all swirling round? Well, can you see how it's all coming into the centre? That is really pretty. It's really awesome. My dad is now stirring it just to make sure it is really cooked.
Not yet. Not yet. No. Now.
So, this looks really good. Whoa. Isn't that good, guys?
There's a little tip for you. You see this scum on the top, all that bit in the middle there? You want to get rid of that. So we're going to put a bit of butter in there. Yep, you heard it. A little bit of butter. And that should get rid of that. Look.
It went to the edge. And so just drop. So, that looks really good. It's really colourful.
Have you got berries all down your top?
No? Oh yeah, maybe. It's really sweet. Dad, it isn't disappearing.
Maybe we needed a little bit more.
Whoa.
Just needs to thicken up. So we'll stop there and we'll come back when it's a little bit